Hello everyone. Hi. So it's another Friday night with Neisha, and tonight I'm talking about freedom. Do you want to be free? That's what I'm talking about. Okay? So I don't plan on spending too long here. So I want to start off by asking a question. Has anyone ever seen this picture on probably Facebook or Instagram where you see a donkey tied, or a horse, I'm not sure what, tied to a chair, a plastic chair? So the donkey was tied to a plastic chair. And I think in the caption, people were talking, were saying, it's all in your mind, and it's just a mindset, because the donkey can move, right? The donkey can move, but I guess because just the fact that a rope is tied around its neck, it seems as if it's bound, but it's really not bound. So it's almost like the same thing that happens with us, because in Romans 12 verse 2, it talks about let me read it for you from my version of the Bible. It's talking about don't become so well adjusted with your culture that you fit into it without even thinking. Instead, fix your attention on God. You'll be changed from the inside out. Readily recognize what He wants from you and quickly respond to it. Unlike the culture around you, always dragging you down to its level of immaturity, God brings out the very best in you, develops well-formed maturity in you. So that, another version was talking about, in the same context, the same verse, Bible verse was talking about renewing your mind. Don't be conformed or bounded by the way how the world view things, but be renewed and transformed in your mindset. So that was what that was talking about. Don't be so well adjusted with the culture around you. And also in 2 Corinthians 6 verse 11 to 13, this is my very favorite. It's like one of my very favorite parts of the Bible. It's talk about enter into this wide open spacious life. We didn't fence you in. The smallness you feel comes from within you. Your lives aren't small. We didn't fence you in. Amen. We didn't fence you in. Your lives aren't small, but you're living them in a small way. Open up your lives and live openly and expansively. That's the kind of life that's the kind of a life that I'm talking about. Because I'm talking about the question is really, do you want to be free? I'm talking about freedom, living an expansious life, and being in a area where you're free. That's the kind of life that God has placed us in. It's a life full of possibilities. All right, I'm gonna read this to you, and then that's it for tonight. Okay, so it says, I like this. I said, imagine every limitation around you is actually no limitation at all. Step into this wide open space space of possibilities and really embrace this God life. So this get me excited because I like it. It's just, when I think about it, I'm excited. All right. So the question is, do you want to be free? The answer is, you are already free. Change your thinking. Renew your mind. You can renew your mind with the word. With the word. Renew your mind with it, and you find that anything is possible. You can do anything. Literally. Alright? So I hope you come back next week. I hope you learn something and you can be encouraged to live, openly, expansively, and always, rise above. And there is no limit, there's no roof over your head say, oh, you can't go further than this. But your life is wide open. You can do anything. Okay? So that's it for tonight. That's all I want to say. And I hope you come back next week for another Friday night with Neisha. Bye bye.